Hi, I'm Rachael George and I'm in Los Angeles. And Jill Santibanez is in Nashville. And this is The Girl Boss Next Door.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for watching The Girl Boss Next Door. And we have...
Hi, I'm Rachael George.
I'm Katie Garibaldi.
Hey, Katie.
Hi.
Hi, Katie. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How are you guys doing?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Katie is our girl boss next door. She is an award-winning singer-songwriter and musician. Katie Garibaldi, thank you so much for being here. I just want to get right into this. So just tell us straight away, how long have you been writing, singing, and playing music?
I've been writing and playing music since I was a kid. I grew up singing and just like totally in love with music since I can remember. And my mom's actually a piano player, and she taught me and my brother when we were young piano. And then when I was in elementary school, one of my teachers, actually two of my teachers, played acoustic guitar. And I was just like, what is this magic? I mean, obviously I knew what an acoustic guitar was, but it just like, it just totally like enraptured me. And I asked my parents for lessons. And then once I started playing, which was around 11 years old, that's when my songwriting really just like, I just unleashed, and I was writing songs like constantly from that point on.
I love that. And we love your mom, and shout out to your mom, your beautiful mom. TJ and I got to meet her, and of course we got to meet you in Nashville. Yes. And we miss you so much, and just talking to you. I know, I can't believe it's been like over a year since we've like had a conversation. We need to definitely have you on Nashville Entertainment Weekly again. I know TJ would love to catch up with you and talk about everything that you have going on, because you're actually doing a short film. Can we talk about that right now?
We can talk about it a little bit. So,
yeah,
I basically have been like, I mean, I don't know, 2020 happened, right? So I was working on my album, and at the same time I was studying music supervision, music for film. And I'm basically, I am a singer-songwriter, but I feel like my true passion is storytelling. So that comes out in different ways. I can't help it. It just happens. So it comes out in songs, it comes out in articles and poems, and the recent thing is a script. So I have been writing a short film, and I'm planning on producing that, directing that, and music supervising that. So
great.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited because it's a chance to really combine my loves of music and film, and also practice music supervision. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now.
That's so amazing. That's just such a big challenge, but I think you're going to feel so fulfilled when you're doing it. You know what I mean? You're going to be like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing for now, you know, in this moment. So when you go to write something, either whether it's for your short film or an album or like your next song, what's your like creative process? Do you, feel inspired by something? Do you kind of just sit down? How do you get to writing your next piece?
This is like my favorite question to answer, but it's also so difficult because I'm very like, I'm kind of like obsessed with where does creativity come from, and I've always felt this strong connection with spirituality and creativity. I also have a blog that I talk about those things, like the intersection of creativity and spirituality, because I always feel like it comes from a divine place. Like there's like a co-creation with the divine, with the universe. So it's kind of a hard thing to articulate. Obviously, like life experience inspires me. But when it comes to like a song coming out, it's really like a magical experience. So I tend to have like an idea for a melody first, if it's a song, and then the words will kind of follow the melody.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the order, but there's no rhyme or reason. It can kind of happen any which way.
Right. Everyone's creative process is different. Yeah, for sure. Where's your blog at? Where can we find it?
Oh, my blog is called Creative Alchemy, but the alchemy is spelled like OWL, like an owl.
Okay.
So cute. CreativeAlchemy.com.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Okay.
Yeah, you can check it out, creativealchemy.com. There's a link on my artist site too, katiegaribaldi.com.
You have an amazing website. People definitely have to go check out katiegaribaldi.com because you have amazing music videos. Let's talk about that because you have been on so many red carpets. I was showing Rachael all the pictures. She was like, "Oh my goodness, this woman looks legit." Like you've been on so many red carpets with your music videos, and you've had a lot of feedback in getting those videos made, locations, and of course your beautiful outfits that you wear, and you do your research. I mean, you find out when you have to submit your music videos to which film festival, and that takes a lot of time.
It does. It takes a lot of time planning, and it's funny because like I do get a lot of other artists will email me and say like, I want to get in film festivals. Like, what do I do? And it's like, well, it takes a lot of planning and thought. Like, what's your goal with it? Like, for instance, with Unhappy Holiday, my video is like a Christmas song. So I try to like promote that around the holidays, and then like a Christmas in July like thing. And, you have to put some thought into what are your goals to promote the music. And, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love music videos.
And I love that there's a category for them in film festivals because Rachael and I were talking about that. Like, we didn't even know.
No, I had no idea. But it makes so much sense too, though. It's like a music video is just basically a short film. It really is.
Exactly.
It's funny that people would ask you that too, because it's like, well, hold on one second. Your genre is different to mine. We're different categories here. Yeah, people just kind of have to do their own research when it comes to that. Yeah,
and it's fun, not every festival has the same categories too. So like sometimes they don't have music video, but they'll have like short film animation, which I have an animated music video. So that kind of doubles as a short film for animation. So that's the reason that I've got that into some other festivals that, my live performance stuff didn't necessarily, they couldn't necessarily get submitted. So there's ways there's like all different creative, cool ways you could do it.
Tell us.
That's perfect.
Why has music been so important to you? I know that you kind of said that you grew up around it, right?
Yeah.
But then it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna like, take a hold of that and then run with it. But has growing up around music been important from the get-go, and has it helped you just in life generally?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always been just this inherent love that I've had, and I was very lucky, like as a kid, just to have that confidence of like, this is it, this is what I want to do. I don't know how that's gonna look, but music is gonna be in my life, and that's me, that's my path, and I'll just figure it out. And,
of course.
So it's like I have a lot of different passions, but music has always it's always been there for me. It's a way to express myself and to heal, and to kind of like deliver what I want to say to other people, because I kind of was like a shy kid, so I didn't always like have the words. I still get that way. I can't speak it, but I can sing it. So it's been a really true part of my self-expression. So yeah.
And you're in San Francisco. Yeah, I was going to say you're in San Francisco right now, and I know that you travel to Los Angeles. You've come to Nashville, and of course you travel all around for different states for your film festivals that you go and you see your music videos. So how do you feel that your surroundings, because I know that Nashville has like such a huge music community, how do you feel like San Francisco and Los Angeles too have kind of contributed to like maybe your songwriting or just you as an artist? Do you feel like where you are is kind of inspirational to you?
Definitely, yeah. Everything I go through is kind of like I feel like it shows up as like a snapshot in my writing or whatever I'm creating. And obviously 2020 there was no travel. So yeah, there was very little travel. I did travel a little bit, but it definitely every experience shows up in my writing, and I'm really looking forward to getting back out in the world. But kind of like being at home and stuff had its purpose too, and it forced me to go inward, and that was my travel. That was like going inward to get all these different creative pieces that I wouldn't have necessarily gotten in the world. But yeah, I miss Nashville, and I hope that this year I'll be able to see it again soon. And yeah, I'm excited.
I did a lot of traveling from my living room to my couch to the fridge.
Right? Exactly.
I think it's true, though. I feel like, all of us kind of just being forced to, look at ourselves, be quite quiet and be internal for a while wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Especially if you're creative and you like telling stories, I'm sure that was definitely, helpful, different, but helpful.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
So looking back, you've come really far, you're working so hard. What would you say to Katie Garibaldi? You're 11 years old, right? That's when you saw the guitar. Okay, so what would you say to Katie back then?
So many things. I think mainly, I actually think about this question a lot, and it always changes, right? Like, depending on what I'm going through. But the main thing that comes up is like, don't worry. Like, don't worry. Things are going to happen. Like, you'll have a plan. Things go awry. That's just life. But don't worry. Be yourself. And don't let the world change you. Don't let it have power over you. I think I've gone through a lot of lessons since I started. The music industry is it's a colorful thing, and it can teach you a lot of lessons, and it's a lot of fun, but there's a lot of challenges that I've gone through in this industry, and it's important to remember, like, we're in our own power, that whether it's just being yourself, that's your power, so sometimes we tend to get wrapped up in like giving that away to other people, getting approval from other people and getting happiness from outside things, but that's always like within, so as long as you just hang on to that, you're golden. That's what I would say.
I love that.
That's beautiful. And I know you've gone through so much because you've grown so much as an artist, and you can tell by your songwriting, you can tell by your creativity. And I love that you're still getting outside. I mean, you could still, I know that it's hard to travel right now, but I think that California is a beautiful state. It's my home state, and it's a beautiful state. I'm so glad that you're getting outside to the beaches, and it looks like you're hiking, Katie, and it's just awesome. I know that you're inspiring people just by still doing what you're doing, because it's sometimes it's hard to be creative and it's hard to get out there, but you manage to stay positive and you take beautiful pictures. I'm really glad that you're still doing what you're doing, because everybody loves your music, and everybody, they need to hear it. They need to hear it. So I'm glad that you're still getting creativity out there, and we can't wait to see your short film. That's going to be so excited. So when you do finally release it, you have to come back on our show and talk about it.
Yeah.
I would love to. Thank you so much.
Because then you can disclose the secrets. We'll be like, that's what she was talking about. Okay.
And she already has like amazing film festival contacts, so she can shop it everywhere.
That's so cool. That's so much fun. You have so much going on. So many cool things coming up for you. That's so exciting.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. And I'm definitely excited to release the music that I had last year. That was the plan, but with everything going on in the world, it was easier to kind of take a step back and put it on hold. But
Right.
yeah, maybe this will be the year.
Yeah, you don't want to feel rushed.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad time. It's just the right time. You know what I mean? It could
Right.
wait for a minute. Maybe it had a reason to wait. That's okay. We can wait.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well.
Ooh. I've heard that you have great mugs for hot cocoa. Is that true?
They're perfect.
Yes. I have mugs that say "Home Sweet Christmas," which is my Christmas album. So yeah, the whole idea is to like drink a hot cup of cocoa by the fireplace while you listen to Christmas music, but you can use it all year too.
Exactly. And they're pretty and they're green. It's my favorite color.
Oh.
I saw some t-shirts on there too.
There's some t-shirts, some things. I can't. I'm like trying to. Yeah, I do have
So
some
many things.
I saw some things.
There's things.
I saw some cute, really things that I would like.
I'll send you guys some stuff.
And your songs, you have some CDs, you have hardcover CDs. And I remember for our Music Row office, you actually brought us an album. Do you still have those albums left that you're selling?
Yes, I do still have a few of those
They're
vinyl.
beautiful.
They're 10-inch vinyl and they're clear because it's for my album Rooted Clarity. So it goes with the theme of being clear. I love those things. I have a few left, so if anyone's interested, they're on my site.
Amazing. Everybody check out KatieGaribaldi.com for all of her fabulous things, especially for merchandise and her music.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Katie.
Where can everyone connect with Katie?
You can connect with me through my website, KatieGaribaldi.com. All my social links are on there, but mainly all my stuff is under my name. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram is all Katie Garibaldi.
Katie Garibaldi, thank you so much for being our guest today on The Girl Boss Next Door. Thank you for being our girl boss. And we're going to put up all of your links. Yeah, thank you. We're going to put up all of your links for everybody to view on The Girl Boss Next Door on our Facebook page. And I'm Jill Santibanez.
I'm Rachael George.
I'm Katie Garibaldi.
Yay!
Thank you so much.